Hello, in this video, I'm going to be giving an in-depth explanation on my PB on Mario Bros. Circuit. So I unfortunately didn't get the recording of the PB actually live, so this is just the replay in the game when you watch your replay. So it will show up as like a ghost thing here, but this is my personal best. So first, it's a startup boost there, and then you charge jump off the sign, and you bounce off of it in a certain way, which gets you over those tires to be able to do this shortcut shroomless. So sometimes it's really slow when you do it, and sometimes it's really fast, just depending on how fast you bounce off of the sign and what angle, what speed, all sorts of crazy factors. But yeah, it's somewhat difficult. You can get it somewhat consistently with enough practice, but it's pretty difficult. But then you trick off this rail here, and then here, so I did miss a trick here on this lat, but there's a trick you can get there. Right tricked off, charge jump onto this rail, right tricks, and just doing a bunch of tricks on the rail here. And then this edge trick here, where you trick off the edge, but you don't actually fall off the track. It can be very difficult at first, but with some practice, you can typically get it most of the time. And then go slightly wider for these coins since it's slightly faster. And then, so instead of doing the fast version of the shortcut, like the world record where they trick off the edge there and go over this gap and charge jump up here, I just do a mini turbo onto the rail here and trick off right there and then do it, since that's a lot more consistent. And I also didn't get the left trick angle off of there, but I was able to realign myself with left tricks to land onto the green rail. And then I only did that sign trick and that other special shortcut for 2 of the 3 laps because it is pretty difficult. So instead this lap I mushroomed through the tires to get onto the rail. And this time I actually think I get the trick here. Yeah, I actually got the trick there. I left trick off. This rail stuff again, I do it. And then edge trick again. And this time even though the coins show up, they're not actually there. It's just the way it shows for when you're doing the replay. So I'm not gonna go for those coins since they're really not there. So I take the turn as sharp as I can here, and then I go on this path instead, since I need a mushroom to be able to do that charge jump shortcut up here. So, but you don't need a mushroom to do this part with the glider. And I don't know how the glider still works there, even though I hardly touched it. I touched it on the edge there. So honestly, I don't know how that worked, but it did. I land on the rail, get a trick on it, left trick off, and get on the green pipe. And then lap 3 is very similar to lap 2. So I trick off, I get the trick there, left trick, charge jump. So yeah, I go up to the glider here on the right here again, and I go land on that rail, trick, left trick, and there. I have been working recently to beat this PB, and I've gotten kind of close. It might not be too long till I get a new one soon. There's my explanation for this PB. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe, as it really helps small creators like me to continue making content like this.